Everyone stop saying it now.
Why did you say that? We normally don't say that.
You going first?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it feels like it's time to start the comedy show. What do you guys think? I don't do this for a smattering of applause. I show up here every Monday night. This is the thing to do. Look around you. Everybody's primed for a good night. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to hear some comedy, make some noise.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's much better. I love this game of cat and mouse you make me play every week, but I'll do it every time because I do it for you. Welcome to Paia Bay Coffee and Bar. Welcome to the Comedy Simulator. Anybody's first time here at the Comedy Simulator? Wonderful, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Anybody here by mistake? Everybody's here on purpose. That's what I like to hear. You never know what kind of room it's going to be. Wonderful. Nice to see new faces. I'm going to explain what the show is. The Comedy Simulator is not a real comedy show. I'm going to wait for this. Partly got to go. Hey, everybody give him all the attention he wants. Woo! All right. That's the coolest you'll feel today. All right. The Comedy Simulator is not a real comedy show. It's a simulated comedy experience. What does that mean? We are not real comedians. You are not a real audience. What does that mean? Nobody's charging you money, so lower your expectations. That's how we have a good time here. Ask anybody who's been here. If you keep those expectations low, you will be throttled. If you act like you paid 25 bucks for this, you will be tenderly disappointed. That's what I feel about it, right? Most nights we do something like heckle night where the audience gets to heckle, or crowd work where the comedians work the crowd, or topics from a bucket. We did spin the wheel of comedy. We've done so much throughout this year. But instead of doing a simulation of comedy, I'm gonna let the comedians do whatever stuff they want, but we're also giving awards to all the comedians, all the ones who have performed with us all year long. And if you're trying comedy for the first time tonight, I'll give you an award too. Why not? It's that hard. I'll do it. Try me. I'll give you an award. I'll give you the acceptance you desperately seek from your parents. No, it's just a certificate. But trust me, that does hit home with all the comedians, because if we did get acceptance from our parents, why would we do comedy? Catch 22. So we're all going to be telling jokes. Everybody's going to be getting awards. Also, I brought Trish the Dish right here. Make applause for her, please. You know her, you love her. She's teaching your children. We assembled a little prize bag. So every comedian who performs, dip your hand in the bag, take one thing out, it's yours. If you want to trade with another comedian, I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. If you want to sell it for cold hard cash, give daddy a cut. That's all I ask. Usual 10 to 15% rates apply. All right. How dare I forget? Audience member of the night receives a free bottle of hot sauce from High Spice Hot Sauce. That's right. Handcrafted, locally made hot sauce. When it says handcrafted, it means these hands, baby. That's right, that's my day job. The only way to get my hands in your mouth is to get this sauce. You should probably think about how I say that. Today's sauce is a strong medium. It's the Ghost of Colonel Mustard. It's a ghost pepper, German-style mustard sauce. It's killer. It's wonderful. You'll love it. And if you don't like it, somebody in your family does. And if they don't like it, give it to like a landlord or an in-law. The best way to tell somebody I love you, but stay the F away from me. All right. Also, the bomb hat. If a comedian's really bad tonight, we'll make them wear the bomb hat. If you see him wearing the bomb hat, buy him a drink. But nobody ever wears it. One day, someone will be bold enough to admit how bad they were. All right. Are you guys ready to begin the Comedy Simulator? All right. Only one thing left to do. Begin simulation. I'm happy to be here as always, but I was just on tour, some of you may recall. I was in Vegas for a little while, and I judge a state's economy based on your street people. But yeah, we're doing great. All right? I had an unhoused person near my house. I offered him a sandwich. He said, no thanks, I'm vegetarian. I'm like, look at that. That's a sign of community. When you could be that indestitute and be like, no, I have preference. That's a good sign. Vegas is not doing so well. I was getting out of my car, and this guy goes, hey buddy, you got $1? And I don't know about you guys, but like I'm afraid to talk to homeless people. Like I get like weird, I don't talk, like, I never know what to say. Except for like, thank you for your service, right? It's like, oh, if you're not laughing, you're part of the problem. That's an awareness show. Gotcha. No, he was like, can I get $1? And I did that thing that guys do when they forget their wallet on a date. I was like, what am I just turning into a mime? Open my wallet, fly comes out. What am I doing? And he's like, oh, you don't have any cash? And I'm like, I'm still not talking. He's like, oh, there's an ATM behind me. And I was like, okay. At this point, I'm talking. Because I'm not going to get charged $5 to pull out a 20 that he's going to break with the cash he has in his pocket because he's got more cash than me. Like, that's not cool. It's inconvenient. And I explained this to him, and he goes, inconvenient? Would it be inconvenient if I keyed your car? I was like, what? He's like, give me $1 or I'm going to key your car. And I told him, all right, man, I'll give you $1 if you can tell me why you got keys. What doors were you opening today? And he gave me $1. Vegas is weird, you guys. Be very careful out there in Vegas. It was a strange place. Who here's been to Vegas recently? Yeah, you hear how low that smattering was? It's not the Vegas you remember. It's not the Vegas. You know, it's like Vegas used to be the lights and then something behind the lights. Now Vegas, the light has dimmed a little bit and everybody's seeing behind the light and they're like, oh my God, this place is disgusting. I lived in LA for a while. That place is very similar. My favorite thing was watching a homeless person just totally throw up on one of the stars. And then the next morning, watching a Japanese person put their hands on the star, like taking pictures. I was like, oh, not. Oh, I'm sorry. Enjoy your tsunami fries. My bad. Okay. Where did that go wrong? Because I thought that was hilarious. We're gonna have a problem tonight if you don't think that's funny, because that was okay, right? That was okay. That wasn't that bad. No, man. Before I introduce the first comedian, I want to assure you that we support people of all walks of life here on the stage. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm really high. Sorry. I'm that guy. I'm sorry about that. And here's what I don't like, though. Someone tried to tell me today that they thought I was stupid because I was high. And I'm like, no, those are two separate facts. Yeah. It's like, no, I think getting high makes you stupid. I'm like, I think the contrary. I can tell you that weed taught me the metric system, right? Since 8th grade, I can tell you how many grams are in an ounce, how many ounces are in a pound, how many pounds are in a kilo. That's conversion. I passed chemistry. I failed PE, but I passed chemistry. And also my science teacher was like, how did you get that so fast? And where's my scale? All right, let's get this mic started. You guys ready to get it going? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do the awards after the set when I give you your prize. But first, ladies and gentlemen, the man of 1,000 sounds. Give it up for Mr. Eddie V.
Howdy doody, everybody. Woo! Give it up for yourselves. Out on a Monday night, getting her done, having fun. Do you guys like impressions? Yeah. Okay. First impression, tell me if you know what it is. It's one howdy trying to speak pigeon, cuz. What an attempt. For my next impression, this is Tom Waits singing a song after hanging out with my cat for 24 hours. Sleeping all day, sleeping all night. Kitty activity, kitty activity. Kitty's got no activities. All right. Man, there's a murmur in there. I'll take it. Man, way to get this night started. Acronyms for PAIA. Does anybody have any acronyms for PAIA? Police apprehend intoxicated assailants. Yeah? Pharmaceuticals available. Inquire ahead. I like the. That's good. That deserves that. The flat tire. we got patchouli and incense again. Pungent and intense always. Right? Probably, Pathfinders and Isuzus abandoned. Yeah, right? That's a mechanics joke right there. They know that one. And they're all over, so they're not just in PAIA. Do you know where the men that annoy women the most come from? Budapest. That joke deserves to be deported. Do you know where the girls that annoy men the most come from? The women that annoy men the most come from? PAIA. There we go. I like it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, when you're on a Carnival cruise looking for the golden goose, that's a man bun. That's a man bun. This is so stupid. I don't know why I do it. When you're cruising Kalama Park, selling weed after dark, that's a man bun. That's a man bun. When you're at Mana Foods looking at the braless boobs, that's a man bun. That's a man bun. When you're on a yoga mat and your package looking fat, that's a man bun. That's a man bun. If you twirl it a certain way, put some raisins and some glaze, that's a cinnamon bun. A cinnamon bun. Thank you, guys are amazing.
For best voice work of the year, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie B. He's collecting his prize, but don't show what it is because some of those things are illegal. Oh, that's a hat. That one's fine. That one's fine. Also, if you feel something poke your hand, that's a hypodermic needle. I'm not the song guy. He's the song guy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next stand-up comedian. You probably saw him outside, just like the rest of us. Give it up for Mr. E.
Hey, let's keep going for Chino, everybody. Kenneth's out here on Monday. Yeah, my voice sounds a little different. Apparently not even fire in my lungs is enough to get me to shut the fuck up. It's amazing. No, I don't think anything will get me quiet at this point. It's a long story, interesting story. I spin fire. I'm pretty good with dragon staff and rogue dart and been doing contact swords and double staffs. It's mesmerizing. I love it. But sure enough, I finally have a female come to watch me, and so my genius self thinks it's a great idea to blow fire. Like, because I used to be really good at it. I used to blow balls of fire, like, and I've already done it here a couple times, but sure enough, when you're trying to impress somebody, you know, you're not doing it for the right reason. You're just like heads in the wrong, thinking with the wrong head, and something's gonna go wrong. But apparently it's only gonna be like maybe 5 more treatments before the fire can burn off all the ugly, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, one treatment is not enough to get rid of all this ugly, but at least it started with my voice, so we're getting a real strong, healthy start. No, I was not smart enough to refrain from spinning. I did spin fire again after that. I'm just too stubborn. I'm not gonna be afraid of anything. Not even realistic things. Trucks, nah, they'll stop. They don't want this much ugly on their windshield. You gotta, but you know, it's just kind of standard par for the course. I'm hoping with a couple more fireball treatments, my voice might almost be deep enough for radio. I'm still finding somebody that actually wants to listen to me, so those radio ideas are probably a pipe dream. Probably less of a pipe dream than breathing fire with this much beard. But it did actually give me a nice mustache trim, which I'm game for. I have these weird Hippocratic oaths of not cutting my hair. I don't even want to explain it, but fire isn't cutting my hair, so completely in game. So I'm really stoked about that. Yep, still don't know how to shut the fuck up. It's crazy. I almost had a girlfriend, but I forgot how to shut up. So close. I get pretty close to getting girlfriends, but then they see how late I'm up, and I'm a lot. I like dancing. Sometimes dancing's with me fun, but apparently not everybody wants to dance for like 4.5 hours before we go get water. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to a lot of endurance training. I just, like I said, I just keep going and going. I don't know when to stop. Sometimes that's par for the course. Sometimes it's appropriate even, but do I really look like I do marathons with this hair? Clearly I'm not winning any Olympic medals for swimming. Plus I would get kicked out anyways to take those medals back. Y'all saw it, that's bullshit. Reed does not help you swim better. It's not chemical advantage. I just don't even see the point of participating in anything like that. Although, I probably couldn't even win the Canvas Olympics. I still need a few more treatments to get rid of all the ugly. But, I think maybe my voice has gone on a little long enough. It really did get some fire, so I'm gonna give it back to Chino now. Oh, sorry, I beat you out for tallest comic of the year, Eddie. Give it up once again on Mystery. Give it up for Chino, everyone.
And keep it going for Mr. E, ladies and gentlemen. Giving time back to the room, so thoughtful. That's why he is the most thoughtful comedian of 2025. That's what we put on his award. He is most thoughtful, and he just won gummies. Are those gummies? What'd you get? Oh, a bandana. There you go. If you couldn't see him before, he's gonna have an orange bandana on top of his head as well. You will not miss him in Paia ever again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic was the one who drove that beautiful Cybertruck in that parking lot. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for one and only, Cool Hand Luke.
Good evening. Yes, I drove the Cybertruck. All right, how did the guy who came up here and fucking breathed all over the mic while he's sick get voted most thoughtful comedian? You fucking prick, dog. No, joke's on you. I'm not vaccinated and I'm already sick, so I don't give a fuck. No, but I mean, like, oh, I'm feeling terrible. I might be contagious. I'm gonna go to open mic. Fuck it. That's how I know COVID was total fucking bullshit. Are you vaccinated? All right. You look like you wouldn't be vaccinated, but you also look like you might be smart enough not to breathe all over a microphone sick. But hey, surprise, surprise. No, I'm not trying. It's not roast Mr. E night. I've been sick for 7 days. He's not gonna get me now. I'm good. In fact, if anybody gets sick, it's gonna be the next guy because both of us breathed on the mic. Most thoughtful comment. I wonder what I'm gonna get. Most likely to go home as soon as he tells his jokes. least likely to hang out with any other comedian. No, I got things to do. Got kids at home, I gotta go yell at them. Yeah. I don't know, I see a lot of things on the internet, like I get random stuff on my feed, dating stuff like that, like toxic traits. People talking about toxic traits, love language. What's your love language? Ivan? Do you have a love language?
Gestures.
Gestures?
Physically.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Whatever.
My love language, I don't know, it's whatever. It's like the way you display your... A love language is what you do to your significant other to show them that you love them, right? My love language is getting my dick sucked. Yeah, I don't know. I just love that shit. Studies show that women with larger breasts have a higher self-esteem, which explains why men are attracted to confidence. Yeah, smart women get A's and B's. Really smart women get double D's. Man, the crowd is flat. The crowd is flat. If we had some double D's in the crowds, I would be getting applause. No, I know we got a few. I've seen them. Shake it up. I got, there's also this thing on the social media going around. It's like, would you rather have like a gay son or a thought daughter? Have you guys seen that question on social media? Right? I'm a father. I've got 3 children. Honestly, like, I don't think it's a parent's responsibility to be concerned with the sexuality of their children or anything like that. But like, I wouldn't mind if my wife came out as gay. Figure with 2 women at the house, they might actually get something done. Oh, who's groaning? Who's groaning? You better have your name on the list if you're groaning at that shit. That was a well-written joke. I've got good crowds that laughed at that many times. You know, Paia is the kind of place where people come on vacation and like mistakenly sleep with somebody who's homeless. Right? Like, I don't know. I can see, I've got so many friends. We'll just say that they don't have a house, right? I've got so many houseless friends who just like bang chicks nonstop. And it's like the gift, it's the gift of Maui. It's like, you know, you catch her at the bar, you like take her out to see the stars or whatever, and then the next thing you know, she's like, oh, it's always been my dream to make love on the beach. And he's like, yeah, mine too, right? Like, he's like, I was hoping I would make love on the beach tonight, like, but every night of his life, right? Like, that's his goal. It's like, make love on the beach with some chick tonight, right? Because that's the only place he goes. And the thing is like on Maui, he's like, these people, they'll be homeless, houseless for so long, you won't even notice it until like 20 years in, dude. You just, like, I thought this dude was just like cooking out every day, like hanging out, just enjoying the vibe. No, dude, he lives right there. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I had to get the Cybertruck. I was like, I can't do it. There's too many homeless people. I saw a homeless guy, like, he almost missed the bus because he was trying to get hit by a car. You know, I was like, you know what? I can't be responsible for my own driving anymore. I gotta get a computer fully dedicated, 6 eyeballs just to watch out for these homeless people. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I'm cool and Luke. Have a good night.
Great job, Luke. He gets best carpool of the year. Not all of these are awards. Most of these are jokes. But hopefully he gets a good prize. What'd you get? Oh, he stuffed it on the shirt. It must be one of the illegal ones. Congratulations. Take that home gently. Gently. Do not shake it. It smells very loud. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic, he runs the open mic. That's every Tuesday night. So if you have friends in Kihei, you want to see more open mic comedy, bless your heart. If you want more of this 2 nights in a row, come see Morgan at Tuesday nights at 5. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Morgan!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bahia. Good to see everyone out there in the crowd, even all the way out there on the sidewalk. We got listeners from far away tonight, like far away, but it's okay. You're all in the right hospital. I'm gonna take care of you. It's gonna be all right. Been good shout out for the comics that came before me. Luke, Cool Hand, he drives the Cybertruck, and the Cybertruck gets a bad rap. I'll tell you what, I was in a carpool in that thing over here to Paia one time, and it was a party going on in there. We'll just say that. And if this car drives itself, you think about that for a second. Like, I walk out of the house and my phone knows that Paia Bay Coffee and Bar is 20 minutes away. But this truck will actually drive you all the way here without you doing a damn thing. It's phenomenal. And Elon, you know, he's got a lot of crazy ideas. He crashes a lot of rockets and he gets a bad rap for some stuff. And I really feel like if you take a look at him and you listen to him talk, you'd swear he wasn't from South Africa. He was at Madagascar. Madagascar? He's from Madagascar. Yes, no, he's not from there. He's actually, I think he's so excited about going to Mars because he's trying to get home. And he's like, at first it'll be expensive to go there. But then eventually it'll be affordable. It's like, for who? And why the fuck would you want to go to Mars? There's nothing there. There's nothing to do there. And it takes 3 months to get there. Could you imagine going to your manager and be like, I need some time off. I need 3 months off. No, fuck that. I need 6 months off. And I'm going to need 2 weeks off in between because I'm going to party on Mars when I get there. And you come back and you get your old job back. Everybody's like, how was it? You're like, oh, it was killer. I don't know. I get carried away thinking about it. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that. But I was asking Siri the other day why I'm so bad at relationships. And she said, this is Alexa, motherfucker. So you figure that out. And you start with that one, you might get it there. Now, y'all ever wonder if songbirds get mad at the hummingbirds because they don't know the words? You know, they kind of like, come on, man. Fucking, why you humming that shit? If you don't know the words, you shut the fuck up. Yeah, it was a real bummer when I was little. I didn't realize it at the time, but they kept feeding me alphabet soup all the time. They were just always putting words in my mouth. It was rough childhood. Yeah, talking about the 6 cows that were out there. 6 cows out there smoking the joint earlier. The stakes were high, man. I'll tell you what. And then, I don't know, I like to tell stories, like to talk about my family sometimes, like my grandfather. He was a really cool guy. He was so old, though. He actually saw the Titanic, and he was telling people again and again, he was telling them, this ship's going to sink. And people were like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, no, it's going to sink. And then they told him to leave the movie theater lobby. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that, sir. Anyway, I had a lot more to talk about, but there's a lot of comedians signed up tonight. And y'all are a great crowd, so I don't want to deprive you of everybody else. So please stick around. Give it up for your host, Chino the Ford. And we'll see you sometime on Tuesday, maybe. Aloha.
There you go, Morgan. Appreciate you. Keep it going for Morgan, ladies and gentlemen, who was voted by the bartender as best tipper. He's the best tipper of 2025. That's right. They don't want to put that out there, but we'll put that smoke out there. You could be the best tipper of 2026. All you gotta do is beat that man right there. Deep pockets over there. Mr. Morgan. I've heard enough complaints too. There we go. Now we won't be sharing sickness. If you don't feel comfortable with the level of spit the last comedian put into this mic, let me know. I'll spray it down for you. It's fine. We'll treat it like the stripper pole. Oh, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm looking across this room. I'm like, half of you have been to strip clubs. The other half of you, strippers. It's okay. That's right, you're on vacation. You're not strippers here. Unless, no shit, bands will make her dance. I'm not the song guy. I already explained that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next stand-up comedian is the baby of our scene. He's the youngest comedian in our scene, I believe. Unless somebody is aging terribly and I just can't tell. Ladies and gentlemen, get it for the young blood, Mr. Jackson Bye-bye!
Well, so speaking of being the baby of the group, you guys all remember like what it was like to be like 9 years old, and you guys are like imagining what your life would be like at 25? Yeah, I live exactly how your 9-year-old brain thought it would. I had a root beer float for breakfast a couple weeks ago. On my way to work. What do you expect from Jack Sparrow with Cocker Spaniel ears? All right, you guys are responsible in here. My dad was a construction worker in New England, so he's just like accidentally racist often. It's not his fault. It's not. They just put like Flint level of racism in our water. It's all. No, but it happens sometimes, and he can't even stop it if he wanted to. He took me to a Chinese restaurant one day for my birthday, and we ordered regularly, you know, like I was gonna get beef and broccoli, we were gonna get, you know, a couple spring rolls, and then he ordered pork fried rice. Exactly like that. My eyes shot up from the menu. He met my eyes like a dog that knew he just shit on the carpet in the other room. Like, shit. So, dude, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, we did not go back to Chinese restaurants for any more birthdays, I'll tell you that much. Okay. I was trying to solve the problem, but apparently you guys wanted him to say it again, didn't you? Dan did, I knew that. I knew that before I told the bit. No, my dad also taught me how to make fun of people, you know? At his mother's expense. Wow, you guys are quiet tonight. Look, you can make fun of my grandmother, it's okay. I'll make fun of my other grandmother later, and she's here tonight, so just wait. She was a pretty easy target for it though. Like, she had those elbows that never left her ribs, and a head that couldn't turn without the shoulders. So every time she would walk in, you just see the water cup over there start vibrating, the Jurassic Park theme song would start, and then she'd just come around the corner and just, like, Graham wants dinner, dude. But she had other weird shit too, you know, like she thought anybody with a shiny face immediately was gay for no reason. I have no idea where that came from. It was just a thing my entire life. And I was raised Roman Catholic, right? Don't clap for that. No one here stayed in it. Except, sorry, Graham, maybe you did. But I left because, you know, I got bored. And then my mom left for a way better reason. She found out she had a shiny face. My grandmother never picked up on that one. No, it's true. Like, she came out to me when I was still in high school. And, you know, it's very new times for me. You know, I'm still becoming a real person. And I was going out into the world and I realized she's now illegal in some parts of the world. So whenever I traveled, I just go to those parts of the world. So she can't come with me even if she wanted to, guys. I figured out solo travel. That's why she flew here. Give it up for my mom flying in here. I already got the 1 minute, and I don't think I can do the entire bit in 1 minute, but I said I would make fun of my grandmother too. No, she didn't walk over there. He's in the back. I'm gonna do it. All right. We don't tell white lies to our families, right? I decided to use a huge one. She came back one day, I was smoking weed, I was supposed to be watching my sister, and she came upstairs saying, wait, I heard her come in, and she goes, my sister goes, Jackson's room smells really weird. So I start really freaking out, I'm spraying Febreze, running around my room, getting Febreze in my eyes. And then she comes up, and I just beat her to my door, and I close it behind me, and she was like, what are you doing in there? And then my back's against the wall, literally. I had said what I could only say. I said, Graham, I was jerking off. And it worked. She turned on her heels, she left, I went in, I smoked another bowl, and then I jerked off. Have a good night, guys.
Great finish. And Jackson gets Baby of the Year. That's right. Look at that baby go. That's 2025's Baby of the Year. I'm not the song guy. Sorry about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, we have a nationally touring act that's sitting in the room, and he's going to be giving out a very prestigious award tonight. Everybody is eligible for the Willie Simon Award. It's a new yearly award that we're going to be giving out. Well, it's going to be given out by the Willie Simon, Maui's own, past at the Comedy Store, nationally touring Willie Simon Award. What do you have to do to get the award? That's not important. We're not going to talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, come up next to the stage. One of my favorite writers in the power of comedy. You're going to love her. Ladies and gentlemen, Corky Gardner.
Hi guys, how's it going? You guys ever run into people at Safeway like that you kind of know but not really, like coworkers or friends? Safeway. I told a guy I told someone I barely knew that I loved him. At Safeway, a basic stranger, like an 80-year-old guy from the deli. I'm like, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. He's like, yeah, things are rough. I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas time. He's like, I'm pretty sad. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I'm like, I love you. I love you, man. I don't say, it took me 7 years to say I love you to my boyfriend. I'm just letting it fly at 8 a.m. at the Safeway. I'm a hot mess. And then I went to High Dive down aisle 6. I'm like, he's gonna come find me. Who else do I love? And then I realized I know everybody. It's like the last scene of Wizard of Oz. I'm like, God, you were there, and you were there, and you were there. And everybody's in shitty shape. Everybody's in bad shape. We all look like shit. And I don't want anyone to see me either, okay? I'm in my fucking Joe Boxers. It's Christmas? Come on! I'm like eating, have a Swanson TV dinner under my arm. I'm saying I love you to the first stranger I see. And that's when it straws here, folks. Christmas in Kihei. That's a horror film. God, how did I get here anyhow? I'm from Lahaina. I spent 17 years there. Kihei? What's Kihei? Oh well. I'm okay. I'm okay. Breathe. I didn't do any jokes yet. Anyhow. I'm having a panic attack. But I'm living in Kihei. Come find me. I'm really bored. I'm over there by the green poppy. I need a friend. Anyhow, here's my jokes. I think what are we doing over here though? What's going on here? I think these guys look cute. Maybe I'll go back on the upstairs. I think there should be a platonic glory hole where everybody just holds hands and watches a movie. Milo and Otis, what do you think? My cheat. I have a friend who's going through a divorce, and I'm like, hey, it could be worse. You could be going through a marriage. True story. True story. My last relationship was a roller coaster. By that I mean I was trying to get off the whole time. Help! No bueno. Nighttime Corky has a real gift for talking daytime Corky into eating cheese. You know? Wake up, there's crumbs and wrappers everywhere. Why? Butter dish is empty. Where who ate the butter? I'm drinking syrup straight out of the bottle. Come on! I can't stop. I'm one waffle away from a Waffle House. Sleep logic. Come on, guys. I'm dieting by day. At nighttime, all holds barred. What's in the fridge? There's no light in the freezer. That's for a reason. It's like, go to sleep, chubby. I'm like, oh, what's in there? I got my icicles under my fingers. I got something in there that I need right now. I thought if I would freeze the cheese, I wouldn't eat it. Nah. I know, he looked away. It's shameful. I'm eating shreds of frozen cheese. No jokes yet. Hold on. How can I do this to myself? I'm teetering. All right. And you might fuck yourself, right? It says 12 chips. You're like, yeah, but these are broken chips, so they probably mean like 24 of those, right? Carry the one. Doesn't fucking work. Do you think the praying mantises, what are they praying about? Something I don't know. They're praying all the time. I'm worried. They're at my house, they're looking at me, and they're worried too. Well, I guess I gotta go. Thank you very much.
One more time for Corky Gardner, ladies and gentlemen. 2025's most comfortably uncomfortable comic to watch. 100% true. I think she's a shoo-in for next year's award too. I guarantee it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. Your next comedian will not come with subtitles. No, there is nothing wrong with your listening devices. He is from another country. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for my friend Ivan.
Thank you so much. I am from another country. I am from Argentina, the land of the free healthcare. I am bisexual, and that means I have twice the opportunity of getting, you know, ghosted. I like making immigration agents cry. I call that breaking the ice. The first time I got a threesome with two guys, I became a bird watcher. And by that I mean every time I get an erection, I think I can go for a cockatoo. I think Maroon 5, it's called like that because 5 morons was too much. Okay. You like Maroon 5? I put it in that segment of the jokes because it's gay. All right. I was invited to go see Disney on Ice, and I said, no, I only do weed. Yeah. Back in Argentina, I used to be a grower. Yeah, but no one saw my plants. I never showed them because I'm a grower, not a shower. The grass is greener on the other side, right? All the time, we know that. The grass is greener on the other side. I broke into my neighbor's house and my weed is better. So that's not true. I like smoking till I get a panic attack. If you don't do that, I recommend it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. You can do it on your own. It's even better. I was at home, I was smoking, I started having a conversation with the shadow, and that's when I realized, this is no panic attack. This is a Hispanic attack. Mamma mia! That's not even Hispanic, but anyway. I don't know if you know these, but the OG Egyptians were black. That means the real name of Tutankhamun was Tutankhamun, man! Another one for the record. Ancient Japanese warriors invented a way to shorten their information into brief statements. They call these samurais. My father used to have type 1 diabetes. My grandfather used to have type 2 diabetes. And I don't even know how to type diabetes. And I just lost the page. Oh, back when I was when I got to Maui, I realized that I needed, to defend myself. So I took some martial arts lessons for a couple of months. I ended up quitting, of course. So what I actually learned was martial arts. Yeah, now no one messes with this side of my body. I've been fighting depression a lot. Thank you so much. That's the punchline, thank you. I've been fighting depression, and I've been having second thoughts. By that I mean all my thoughts are 1 second long. Too hard? Depression didn't like anyone. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this one. Do you know what are ginger Jewish people called? Orange juice. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much.
Great job, Ivan. You get the most physical award for that karate joke. There you go. Most physical 2025. He throws half kicks with his half legs. Here you go. You get a little prize here too. Don't show them what you won. Let's see. We're gonna keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Another foreign comic, back to back. Don't worry, they're not from rival nations. This is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bashar!
Thank you. I know I look like I'm ready for a picture day. My name is Bashar. I am from Iraq, but I know most of you would call me Bashir and ask me about my life in Afghanistan. What's messed up is stereotypes. People don't care about anything good from your country. Never had anybody tell me you guys make the best falafel out there. All right? It's always some dude asking me if I rode a camel to school. I did not. Some of you guys still wondering. Growing up over there, I had dreams. We all had dreams growing up. But as an Iraqi, I had to let go of some stuff. Growing up, I really wanted to be a pilot. It is suspicious to look a certain way and have different hobbies and opinions. All right, let me explain. A male yoga teacher I cat cow as much as the next fella, okay? But I'm not going to India for a Bikram yoga retreat, okay? If I wanted to sweat around with some weirdos, I'll just come to Paia. Right? And male gynecologists, I don't have a punchline for this, but I really want to punch a male gynecologist. Or me walking around saying that I'm American. All right, my friends look at me like, sure, buddy, just don't blow this opportunity up. Okay. Okay, I'll leave you with this awkwardness, guys. Thank you very much. My name is Bashar.
Good job, Bashar. Go to sleep, brother. Congratulations. Bashar is the most improved comedian of 2025. As well as the most foreign. It also says that there. Yeah, sorry, Ivan. He's from further away. Maybe next year. I don't know. You know what's funny? I don't think he's from Iraq. I think he's actually a vampire. But I think that's just the most believable cover story. It's like, where are you from? I am from Iraq. Definitely not Transylvania. I said that about you too, Ivan. I think all accents just make you sound like vampires to me. Is that the problem? Am I racist? Not the white Argentinian that made the Jewish joke, but me? The multiracial person? Is it possible? All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, man of many names. I just need to make sure he's ready, actually. Clyde, where you at? Clyde, where you at? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man of many names. He's done many occupations, MC, rapper, and now comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Clyde!
Aloha, you guys. You guys gotta get the shoyu chicken across the street at Toby's. It just hit 8:01, right? I'm waiting for homie set to be done so I don't get late to be called on. I go there, it's 8:01. The brother tells me, I'm sorry, we closed everything, we threw away the rice at 8 o'clock. I'm like, bro, it's only 8:01. I'm only a minute late, brother. And the lady just looks at me like this, washing the rice pot. He's not lying. Just like, these guys are evil. Well, can you give me some potato salad? Some potato salad. Now we threw that away too. Am I really? So, what can I get? Put a bunch of salad in there. Okay, just put all the gravy from the shoyu chicken on the salad. He hooked me up fat with a nice little green salad and a bunch of little chopped up wonton. I said, can I get that for the mini plate price? Because it says 18 here. He says, got you. $7.45, y'all. I win. Have you guys ever been Planet Fitness? Make some noise. Come on, for real. Anybody been at Planet Fitness? Make some noise. No judgment. That's what they say. Okay, for the 2 people that admitted they go to Planet Fitness and the 80% of y'all friends, when you take a shower, have you ever noticed when you're in the community shower stalls, like the water is warm and it's cool, then all of a sudden you hear a toilet go, then it gets cold? The epiphany hit me like a ton of bricks, y'all. I'm taking shower with sewer water. All of us has been since we were kids, y'all. And it still smells good. But doesn't that freak you out, man? That messed me up. So I'm taking a shower like, I'm gonna finish my shower. I'm not gonna stop because I found out it's sewer water. I'm just epiphanizing like, dang, I've been taking a shower, sewer water my whole life. Here's another brain. That must mean the tap water comes from the same sewer water line, y'all. Crazy, right? You're damn sure I'm gonna get me a KU machine. I'm gonna be #1 KU machine seller after that shit. They say 20% of plastic already lives in you guys' brain of plastic micromaterials, right? It says equivalent to a credit card. Plastic in your brain from the water bottles we drink. And how many of y'all drink water bottles? Make some noise. Been eating plastic your whole life. When I was 5 years old, I had this crazy dream. Anybody grew up in the 80s? Make some noise. Okay, you guys remember that one crazy ass scary movie with the white girl with the blonde hair and her hair? She'll sit on top of the TV and then it turns all black and white. And what was that movie called? The little crazy white girl just like, they're here. Poltergeist. That whole movie effed my whole childhood up. Every night I would wake up screaming, Mom, I got the same dream again. And he goes, what? And I'm pulling out plastic sheets from eating Kraft cheese. You know those little plastic Kraft cheese plastic? And it doesn't stop. And I just keep pulling it out one by one. I'm like, Mom, I've been pulling out plastic in my nightmares, And I put 2 and 2 together, y'all. We've been eating plastic as Americans since we were 5 years old, y'all. The dream was trying to tell me in real life, I've been eating plastic like the rest of us Americans. They've been trying to kill us since we were 5, y'all. Fruity Pebbles, Happy Leprechauns, all that. Twinkies, cancer. So believe it or not, y'all, you are what you eat, so keep it clean. My name is Clyde. Eat some food from the ground, not French fries.
Good job, Clyde. There you go, brother. He is 2025's most probable to use an alias because I'm pretty sure I've heard 6 different stage names from that motherfucker. There he goes. All right. I'm about to walk around with a tip bucket for entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also going to have to turn down the microphone just a smidge for your next performer. Give it up for the Musubi of comedy, one of my favorites, Mr. Chuck Thompson!
Oh, yeah! Boom, baby! Turn it down! Last week I blew the mic, and this week it's buying me dinner. What's up? How's it going? Good. Nice Cagnan water filter plug over there. The total not comedian that was on stage before me. Do you guys know what Cagnan water filters are? We are in Paia, right? Okay, I know that you can finance them. What's a Cagnan water filter? You're handsome. You're a porn star, by the way. I love you. I subscribe. He does, though, right? You have that really good scene with Riley Reid? So good. Let me tell you about one of the worst dates I went on, and then I'll tell you about the second one of the worst dates I went on, okay? I just moved here, and I was in Lahaina, already off to a bad date. I was in Moose McGillicuddy's when they used to do $2 drink nights. You guys remember that? Fuck yeah, dude. And then I was dancing, and I got stopped by a bunch of Tongan men who told me I couldn't dance. And I'm like, I know, my name is Charles, I'm from Connecticut, but I'm trying to get laid. And then I learned about Maui's totally sane and thoughtful dance rules. You guys know about the dance rules here in Maui? You can't show any areola on stage, which is bullshit because I have the greatest holiday sweater ever. And 2, you can't drink on the dance floor and you can't dance while you're drinking. Do you know this? This is a crime. So I'm dancing without my drinks, and this woman licks my face and tells me I'm disgusting. I get so fucking hard. And she's like, I got something that's gonna change your life. Will you come home with me? And I'm like, fuck yeah, stranger at Moose McGillicuddy's. I will go home with you. And she puts me on the couch and she's like, we're gonna watch a movie. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we are. This is great. And she's like, I'm gonna make you a drink. And then she starts selling me on a $2,484 water filter. It's gonna get rid of your, it's antioxidant, I don't know what oxidants are, but they're bad. You got rogue nebulas in your body, it's gonna get rid of them. It's gonna get, also, why is it always every alcoholic spends $2,484 on health supplements? Like I just did a bump of ecstasy off your iPhone 5. So she tries selling it to me. Nothing gets me more flaccid than spending money. And then I call her a charlatan, and she's like, my name's Cassandra. Thank you. I'm married now. My wife has me do beach cleanups. Oh, we volunteer. Oh. We go to the beach to pick up microplastics. When I was single, I used to go to pick up Micronesians. They both are bad for your body. Oh my God, I got terrible taste in women, guys. I've dated 4 people in a row, long-term relationships, where their identity was Mustangs, Pumpkin Spice, Journey, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. You ever get in a fight with a woman and you tell her she has bad taste, and she's like, I know. This is just for me and Riley Reid over here. Okay. All right, so another bad date. It's the day after Valentine's Day, and I just spent a lot of money on this woman, and I knew we were about to break up, right? And she was an alcoholic. She was like alcohol in the trunk, wine in the purse, raging alcoholic, right? We were at a Girl Scout fundraiser, and not only is she barefoot, she's drinking barefoot. And on the way home, she puts Journey on. I change Journey. She asks me if I like Journey, and I say no. Journey is garbage music for garbage people. And she breaks up with me and kicks me out of the car. And I'm about a block away from my house, and I start walking home, and I realize she's fucking drunk. Like, she's drunk. And I run back to the car, and she's like, Charles, you came back. Like, of course I did, Amanda. I left the Thin Mints in the back seat. Happy New Year's, everybody. Take care. And from me to you, aloha!
He's most likely to become a megaphone. That is Chuck Tosh. You know, the probability is low, but it's never zero. It's never zero. And if it was any one of us, it would be him. All right, we're going to take one set break away from the list. We're going to go ahead and give you some entertainment that is of top tier, top shelf, the finest, ladies and gentlemen. Help me welcome to the stage the person who's going to be giving out the prestigious Willie Simon Award of Recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than himself, Willie Simon!
Come on, Sheila Forge, everybody! 2025's comedian with the most head acne. Go one more time for him. Congratulations, a lot of people in the running, dude. It was tough. Good to be back, dude. I just started therapy about a month ago. Yeah, finally started therapy, dude.
Electroshock. I'm not gay anymore. Yeah, that's right. Zapped it out of me. I'm good. I'm all done. No, that's pretty crazy. We were doing that pretty recently, actually. That's like that's a recent thing we were doing, like 20 years ago, you know? I get why people are like scared of vaccines. You know, people get fucking like nervous about that shit. I understand that, you know? Modern science has moved on fast. It's terrifying, you know what I mean? Like 20 years ago, we were like, what if we zapped this guy so hard he wasn't gay? You know what I mean? That's a doctor who was telling you that. I get why people are like, I'm a little worried about an RNA thing, you know what I mean? 80 years ago, we were like, is your wife loud? Fucking stick an ice pick in her eye, dude. Just fucking blast it. They're gonna cover it. HMSA covered that shit back in that day. Yeah, dude. That's why I like the new FDA. Who likes the new FDA, huh? Those guys are morons, dude. I love it. They're all fucking idiots now. That's my favorite kind of doctor, is a fucking dumbass. You know what I mean? RFK is the fucking absolute fucking retard. He's like fucking, I'm gonna tell you how this fucking done, okay? That's He's like, vaccines make you autistic. Tylenol makes you autistic. Anyone else feel like he just kind of like on a revenge tour for stuff he hated when he was a little kid? You know what I mean? He's like, broccoli makes you autistic. Going to bed without dinner makes you autistic. That for sure makes you autistic. Not hanging out with me on the playground. That's the most way to... Only way to cure autism, candy for breakfast. What's going on? Like a little guy. Yeah, it was good to be home. I was at a wedding. I was at a wedding about a month ago. All my friends I'm at that age. All my friends are getting married now. I know, it's weird. One of the grooms at this wedding, he was 5'1". Isn't that fucking hilarious? He was up there ruining the wedding. I didn't hear a word anybody fucking said the whole time. I was like, look at the little guy. What's going on with the little guy? What's he doing? Is he gonna juggle? What the fuck is that guy doing up there? You know what I mean? Put that guy away. Let him sit down. I want to grab him. Like, tell me a riddle. What's the fucking riddle? Tell me a riddle. Little tiny dude. Don't let your tiny friends be in your wedding party. You know, that fucks it up for everybody else at the wedding. The priest was like, speak now, if ever hold your peace. I'm like, what's going on with the little guy? Who's on that guy? Is he important? Why is he up there? Tiny dude, man. Don't put that guy. He wasn't like a little person either. That's really important, you know? I'm not like making fun of a disabled guy. Little person, he can be in a wedding. That's okay, you know? He can have a brother or whatever, you know? Tiny, proportional guy, you're like, fucking put the freak away, dude. What is this? What are we doing here? Let that guy sit down, dude. Yeah, we had a good time, man. It was a lot of fun. We were at this bar after the wedding, and one of my friends, he left early, and later that night, unprompted, he texted me, hey, got home safe. Yeah. I was like, I don't fucking care, dog. Why are you telling me that? Man to man, you're telling me you're home safe? What are you, are we dating now? What the fuck is this, you know? It's a big step in a relationship. We're checking in all of a sudden. It's like when a friend is flying and he's like, the plane landed. I'm like, fucking probably, dude. You don't have to waste my time with this one. I would have seen it on the news if the plane didn't land. You can skip this text. But yeah, but since the wedding, me and my friends have been like, we've been texting each other like, hey, home safe. That's like a joke, you know? And the other week, my friend he didn't text me he was home safe. And I got pretty fucking stretched out. I got pretty worried. Is Bruce okay? What happened to Bruce? Yeah, dude. It's good to be back, though. Like hanging out with my parents a bunch. They're divorced? Anyone divorced in the house, huh? Oh yeah, one sad hand raised. I like that. My parents got divorced. They went to 2 separate tax brackets, which is a fun way. That's a fun way to get divorced. You know? Because then your kids grow up in 2 different worlds. You get to see both sides of the American class system. And that's a fucking great way to experience stuff, you know? You find out poor people have way more fun than rich people. You know? Rich people, they have more money, but they can't do fucking anything. They're always busy, you know? My dad's like, hey man, I know it's the weekend, I'm fucking working, love to hang out. My mom's like, it's Wednesday, what the fuck we doing? Let's get some coke, what's fucking going on, you know? Let's fucking party, you know? Not the same, dude. And you find out when your parents split up like that, you find out what each person brings to the relationship, and it's hard to find out. It sucks, you know? I remember being at my mom's house, we're eating ramen for like the 5th time in a row, and I was like, oh, you were just bringing pussy to this relationship. That's a bummer to find out about your mom. You don't want to find that out. And I'd be like, no business sense, nothing, just pussy? That fucking sucks, dude. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun at my mom's house. It was the best. Poor people had way more fun. Like, we couldn't do a lemonade stand at my dad's house because there was like an HOA out there, you know? I guess like having fun outside fucking lowers property values. I don't really know how that works, but. At my mom's house, we had a meth lab across the street. Yeah, we did a lemonade stand, dude. Probably the most profitable lemonade stand in the entire state, dude. We were fucking cleaning up. Tweakers love lemonade, dude. Let me tell you something, man. These guys are all about it. They couldn't get enough. They all owed me money. I'm like, where's my fucking dollars? They never paid. And I was like 8 years old. I didn't know why their teeth were gone. I was like, you guys gotta slow down the lemonade, man. You gotta fucking teeth are falling out of your head. Chill out on that shit, dude. What's going on? Yeah, I live in California now. It's alright, dude. I like it. It's fun. I wish I spoke Spanish. I don't speak any Spanish. I feel like that would help. I took Japanese in high school, which like makes sense in Hawaii. Then you go to fucking the mainland, everyone's like, why the fuck would you do something like that? You know? No one speaks Japanese in the mainland, dude. It's like, even at the Japanese restaurants, they speak Spanish, dude. There's fucking nowhere to use this. I'm stuck. I had 2 options in high school, like all the public schools are here. It was Spanish or Japanese. And my dad was like, take Japanese. That's the language of business. Yeah. Like I was gonna do business with a Japanese guy, right? That's some high level business, dude. Japanese guy? You're in the fucking major leagues of business. You're talking to a Japanese guy, you know? I should have learned business. That would have been better for business. You know what I mean? Now I kind of speak Japanese. I'm not gonna fucking, I still can't do math. There's a lot more to business than fucking bowing, you know? I sold weed in high school, man. Japanese businessman was never gonna happen. A guy like me, dude. That's fucking not in the cards. Actually, you know what the language of business is selling weed? Spanish. That's right. Got that shit wrong, dude. My buddy would be like, hey fool, you wanna buy an ounce? I'd be like, hi, soushimasu. Doesn't work. Not a good drug dealing language, Japanese. It's also very hard. It's a very difficult language. You do 4 years of high school Japanese, you can talk like a 3rd grader in Japan. Yeah. That's not good for business. Talking like you're fucking 8 years old, that's my big plan, right? I go to Japan, like, what's your company appraised at? I'm like, this many. Why is this contract in crayon? You're like, I'm chewing on a pen, I'm like, no idea. Yeah, man. Speaking of Japanese though, who saw the new Karate Kid? Anyone watch that? New Karate Kid? One lady? Fuck yeah, dude. I think she was lying. I think she was trying to support me too. Not important though. You didn't ever see the Karate Kid. They got a new one. And he's Asian. Yeah. I'm like, that's fucked up. You can't have an Asian Karate Kid. You know? Saying Karate Kid just sounds like a slur if he's Asian. Changes the context of the movie a lot. If the guy's, you know, everyone's like, that's the Karate Kid. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Why leave him alone? Why are you being racist? You're just doing karate. You're gonna call him names, you know? What the hell is wrong with you? That's a person of karate, okay? That's not Karate Kid. Have some goddamn respect. All right, thank you very much, you guys. Appreciate ya. Love you, Mallory. Oh, that's right. What's going on? Okay. Guys, Chino LaForge, this guy's more heads on his head than anyone else, dude. These little tiny little bumps, dude. Give it up.
I'm surprised you can see it from down there. Willie Simon, ladies and gentlemen. We won't be giving him an award because he will be giving an award just a little bit later on tonight. What's the criteria for that award? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Whatever Willie decides. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, we're happy to welcome him back. He's been coming back to our mics again since the Threes days back in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ed the Dread.
Woo! Damn, let's hear it for Chino, everybody. Man, freaking Willie Simon. Holy shit, that guy was a crack up. Yeah. Let's hear it for Cool Hand Luke. Is he still in the building? Fuck, he was talking mad shit last week about teachers. Then he was talking shit about houses people. Fuck, I've been both at the same time. So I could tell you by experience that he showed up looking like a kid from Paiute Bay Youth Center today. Fuck, I wish he was still here to show you. But I can't really knock him. I'm more looking like Jackson, his black uncle. Where's Jackson at? That's my dog. I had to turn my hat around just for that. It's a pleasure to meet my sister. Welcome to Island, sister, you know. By a show of hands, how many people think motherfuckers just getting too rich out there? Too rich, too rich. Okay, I'm with you, I'm with you. People are so rich that they can pay another person to have their pregnancy. It's fucked up. It's called a surrogate, right? But I call it rich bitches Weight Watchers. Kim Kardashian was the one to start the trend, or at least make it, you know, famous. She's had 4 children with Kanye, only one of which she carried and birthed herself. Someone interviewed her in a magazine about it, and she was very proud to talk about the 3 surrogates. And they said how strong she was, and how strong a woman she was. And I think she's a pretty strong woman too, considering the fact that she's taken more black dick than Bonnie Blue. You like that one. She's been run through by black dick. Everybody but mine. I actually graduated from Monmouth University, and a homie of mine, I went pro in soccer and he went pro in football. He played for the Dallas Cowboys. On his first play ever, he caught a punt and ran it to the end zone. 1 week later, he was running through Kim Kardashian's end zone. That's how easy it is. Her sister has recently been in the headlines. The chubby one that turned an NBA All-Star into a crackhead. The headline read, Chubby Kardashian that turned an NBA All-Star into a crackhead needs 3 DNA tests to see if her brother is the father of her child. Fucked up, right? But coming from a family where the Olympic dad turned into fucking Woman of the Year and the mom put the daughter's sex tape out, that's pretty much par for the course, right? What they were really worried about was that they both had surrogates. And she was concerned that her child looked too much like her brother. Apparently rich people don't know how fucking genetics work either. So she was just, you know, it was a sad occurrence. What is more sad is surrogate on a budget. Right, surrogate on a budget. I actually know about this. A friend of mine, actually, does anyone know the cheapest country to get a surrogate in? Cheapest country, take a guess, anybody? Turkey, I don't know, I think close. President doesn't wear suits, asks for a lot of assistance. The Ukraine. Cheapest place to get a surrogate. Again, I know this because a friend's son and his wife sent their embryo to the Ukraine to be incubated in a fucking war-torn country for some dumbass reason. Again, surrogate on a budget. So I actually saw him, he's a teacher, I saw him the day after he spent 4 hours talking to his wife. who was in Poland at an embassy trying to explain why she was going into a war-ridden country. I didn't mention this homie's black. So I was really wishing to be a fly on the wall when his wife was explaining that she was going to pick up the first African American born in the Eastern Bloc. Crocs are a thing. Anybody wear Crocs here? Fucking go kill yourself. If you're an adult and wear Crocs and you put those motherfuckers in sport mode, you are the least athletic motherfucker in the building. Them shits remind me of redneck water shoes or fucking elf aqua socks. You know, if Elon Musk has his way, there will be Moon War 1. Crocs will be heavily involved. They'll be sold poles in them. No trench foot. Guaranteed. Fuck. All right, that's my time. I'm at the dread. Thank y'all.
Most likely to know the porn star he's referencing. That's what that is. People were like, who's Bonnie Blue? Who's Bonnie Blue? It's like, you know, I can take a look around the room. Like, he knows who Bonnie Blue is. All right. She just broke the record for most people sexed on film. She beat Houston with 500. The Houston 500. She beat that. So enjoy explaining that to your parents who are sitting at your table. Sorry about that, friends. We won't talk about whether or not they were circumcised. Enjoy the calamari. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage is a two-part act. It's a man and his dog. Give it up for Shahane Nelson.
One of us is a man and one of us is a dog. Which one? You'll have to find out. Pay attention. Aloha, everyone. My name is Shane Nelson. This is my son, Bentley Nelson. Just two three-legged dudes, my friend. Yeah. Woo! When I got dressed tonight, I was going for Benny the Jet Rodriguez. That was my goal. From The Sandlot, that's correct. And I put on a brand new pair of shoes, getting ready to run away from the beast. And these shoes are extra special because they're the Iverson Answer 5s, which is the same shoe that I wore when I was in the 4th grade. The 4th grade was the best year of my life. Jackson, you remember it last year for you, right? Chuck, now I'm gonna start roasting you guys, I guess, all of a sudden. Chuck, were you at a wedding recently? Willie did a joke about it, if you guys were here. In the 4th grade, dude, do you guys remember ghost riding bikes? Does everyone here knows what it means to ghost ride a bike? Okay, so in the 4th grade, I got in a fight with Tony Lindhagen, and I ghost rid my bike at this Tony Lindhagen kid, and the 5th graders saw me do it, and they came up to me and they're like, hey dude, that was super fucking cool. We want you to be in our club. And I was stoked. I was like, hell yeah. So they bring me to their club. It's a shed behind Ryan Meyer's house. And we go inside the shed and it's just, there's no light. It's completely dark. There's a lawnmower. And I was like, this is your guys' club? This is fucking awesome. Dude, in the 4th grade, everything was awesome. Like, we would do this thing once a year where the seniors would come read to the elementary kids. They'd come read Dr. Seuss. And in the 4th grade, I got Jenna Rice as my senior. Double D's, dude. And yeah, thank you, Jimbo. And so you get your senior and they put you in the gym to like go find a spot. And I was like trying to convince Jenna to go under the bleachers. All right. There's something else I wanted to talk about that year. Boop, boop, boop. You know, so I grew up in a small town. My town's name is Turtle Lake, North Dakota. and I graduated with 10 kids in my high school. Yeah, some Little House on the Prairie shit. Little House on the Prairie porn? This guy loves porn. Little House on the Prairie shit, dude. There was 8 girls in my class and 2 boys, 10 kids. And living in a little town is awesome. The only thing that sucks is that you get your identity at a young age, and that's who you are forever in that small town. Like Wyatt, he was the other kid in my class. Wyatt was a fucking idiot, dude. Wyatt was, and he had social anxiety, and he grew up, he went to college, he became a social butterfly, but he still lives in Turtle Lake. So when you go to Turtle Lake, everyone's like, hey, this is Wyatt, he's a fucking retard and has social anxiety. All right. I got chocolate on my underwear in the 4th grade in the locker room, and this kid, Trevor Thomas, he's like, hey, chocolate stained Shane. And that stuck until the 8th grade. Until the 8th grade, I was chocolate stained Shane. You remember when it used to be an insult to call someone a butt licker? Not an insult anymore. Nowadays, people are proud butt lickers. The kids call it eating ass. I told my dad about this, and my dad couldn't believe it. He's like, really? You guys are out there licking butts? And I was like, yeah, we're licking butts, dude. He's like, well, you take girls on dates, or you just out there licking butts? And I said, we can't go on dates. Because let's say we go out for sushi, and an hour later we're licking butt? Eating sushi and licking butt? That's how you get salmonella. My name's Shane Nelson. Thanks for coming out.
There you go, Shane Nelson. Congratulations. The loudest punchlines of 2025. You know he's telling a joke because he's screaming at you. That's how you know. I love it. I love it. Punctuated. That's how you know it's coming. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage is a comedian who got their start with the Comedy Simulator and has been plugging away with us ever since. I didn't let him know he's coming up next, so hopefully he's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for John Kaye. John Kaye. He's fast. Keep it going.
Thanks, Chino. I did not know I was going up next. It's all good, guys. My name is John Kaye, and I can't stop pissing on my friend's cat. It was an accident the first time. I promise I'm a good guy. They asked me to house it. I know, Mr. God, what are you, dude? That beard looks terrorist, but I don't know. The outfit says I hang out near elementary schools. My friend invited me to house sit for him, and he was going to be gone for 3 weeks. He asked me, hey, I have a cat. I just got this cat. It's only a couple months old. It's got one eye. It's got a broken leg. It needs a lot of attention. So I promised him, I'm like, hey, I'll take great care of your cat. And I'll house watch. I'll stay at the place. It's all good. I show up on day 1, and they lived in like a nice Ohana in Maui Meadows, but it was like a studio. So like the bed, the couch, the kitchen, it's all one room, right? And I open the front door, and I take a lay of the land, and the first thing I see is a pink vibrator on the nightstand table. Right next to the bed, right in view of the front door. And I asked myself a question, did they leave that out on purpose, or did she just have to bang one out, like right before? Did she forget to pack it, or was this like a last minute decision? She forgot it. Anyways, I'm sitting on the couch, smoking weed, watching YouTube, and drinking beer, and I have to take a piss, so I run to the bathroom, and my friend's cat, I'm not surprised it has a broken leg, because every time I took a step somewhere, this cat ran in between my legs. And I didn't think anything about it. But I go into the bathroom and I don't close the door behind me, and as I'm taking a piss, the cat runs in between my legs, 2 paws into the toilet, and I peed right on the back of its head. This cat's name was Goo, by the way. Goo the pussycat. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that joke, guys. I did it again, though. I promised myself I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do it again. They asked me to, I didn't tell them that this happened, by the way. And I didn't tell them about the vibrator. I didn't tell them about pissing on the cat. But they asked me a month and a half later to house watch again. And the same thing fucking happened again. I promised myself I wouldn't do that. That's what I said at my PA meeting. Anybody else here like Facebook Marketplace? Normal transition? I'm on Facebook Marketplace all the time, and I recently bought a GoPro because I like to go diving, and I met up with this guy in the Ross parking lot, and he tells me, he's like, hey bro, it's kind of an old GoPro. There might be some footage of me like going 200 miles an hour on my motorcycle on there, but like just don't tell the cops. And I was like, I can't wait to watch that. And I upload the GoPro to my computer, and I'm going through all the photos, and lo and behold, I find pictures of somebody who's here in this room, maybe doing incriminating things. It was Chuck Sauce, the Musubi of comedy. I'm willing to auction off these photos if I can't blackmail him with them. The bidding starts at one big wave. Guys, I'm broke and I just need, you got the big wave? I send you these pictures. I got you. I got you. I know. Oh man, Chuck, I really do have those pics of you, by the way. Yeah, and they were like 10 years old. Yeah, I'm not joking, dude. I'm not joking. There's like 10 of them. Yeah. I had one more for you guys. It's probably not good. What was I even gonna say? You know what doesn't give you autism? We heard a lot about what gives you autism tonight, but something that I've never heard gives you autism is anal beads. Yeah, whoa is right. Why isn't that on the marketing material? Wouldn't that be great? You know, I had Christmas dinner with my family, and my favorite moment of that was when I asked my sisters, who are both very, very Republican. Right? Isn't that weird? Sisters being very Republican. I guess it makes sense though, because they're rich and I'm not. And I asked, you know, hey, can you pass me the potato salad and the unredacted Epstein files? No? No? Anybody? Guys, my name is John Calle. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for supporting comedy. Back to Chino.
Hey, give it over John Calle, most persistent comic of 2025. That's what he gets. John, you don't have money? Oh, I was going to say, that makes your story so much sadder. I was like, he's trying a comedy, but at least he's got money. But it's like, if you're poor too? No, I'm joking. Oh, shut up. Shut up. We're all friends here. That's how we pick on each other. Shut up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic is a Maui comic at heart, but an LA comic by trade. He's been killing it out on the mainland. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Callahan Welch.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, binaries and concubines. Time out really fast, Chief Chino.
Can you guys stop laughing over there, please?
I was just joking. All right, all in favor of me leaving right now, please say aye.
Recount.
Quick public safety announcement. Everything I say here tonight is a joke and the truth. I'd like to start off with something soft, if that's okay. I'm sorry, time out, Chief Chino.
funny about that? I have no idea. No.
All right, time in. Time out.
What's your problem? Why are you laughing?
All right. Look, no hard feelings. If you guys want to leave now, I'd kind of appreciate it. Okay. Hola a todos. ¿Todos puedes hablar en español? ¿Sí? ¿Los todos aquí? ¿Sí? Qué bueno. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? I don't think you speak Spanish, bro. Diego Hansemaska? Hey? Diego Hansemaska? ちょっと待ってください。はい。私はハワイから来ました。ね。North Korean? Security? Just so you guys know, Chino is taking all the tips tonight. I'm sorry, time out, Chino.
Excuse me, bartender? Are we gonna argue? No.
All right, time in. A little bit about me that you guys don't care about. I grew up in the ghetto streets of Molokini. You guys know Molokini? On the island of Kaho'olawe? Okay. A little bit about me that you guys don't care about. Growing up as a haole from Maui, I had to get out of here and... I'm sorry, time out.
You guys want to talk amongst yourselves? Come up here.
I'm sorry, I'm a professional narcissist. I have a big ego, bigger than Kanye West, and I'd like to share it tonight. Is that the light? No, thank you. In conclusion, delusion, I apologize. You guys were not entertained with my 10 minutes up here. But in the last 60 seconds or 1 minute that I have left, does anybody here want to vote for me instead of Richard Bisson next term? Well, then we're all screwed, right? I graduated Maui High in 2001. I did nothing with my life, and here I am with the fear of public speaking. And I would not like to encourage anybody to do this. So with that being said, I'm quitting here in 2025. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. But when I get off the stage, I need it completely silent. Like, everybody close your eyes, and if anybody has a license plate that says Hawaii license plate on it, you're getting towed.
Callahan Welsh, ladies and gentlemen. I will give him his award later. It's the most hardest to not laugh at. You get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna fly through these next, I think we've got 3 more comics left for the night. You guys ready for the home stretch? You guys ready for the last 3? All right, wonderful. Also, Callahan was not lying to you. I am keeping all the tips tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next comic, Mr. Jimbo!
All right, let's keep it going for Chino. Such a good guy, Chino. Even though he doesn't look like it. Happy New Year, everybody. We are getting there. It is New Year's coming up here. New Year's is a very rough time
for dog owners. I guess it's a rough time for dogs too, but mainly for dog owners and veterans. But I don't have any of those, so. I have 2 dogs. I have one that's mine and one that I'm fostering. My dog Chester is old. He's very cute. He's old. He tore all 4 of his CCLs. He hobbles around everywhere. And he's been on pain pills and anti-inflammatories for the last year. And I realize the vet cares about our dogs so much because the vet sent me a letter in the mail with his last batch of pain pills. And that letter said, if you're gonna pull Chester off the pain pills, do not do it all at once. Because if you do, he could suffer from depression or even suicidal thoughts. And I thought to myself, bullshit. Not my Chester, not my cute little boy. And also, how would you know? So I took Chester off the pain pills. A couple days later, I came into my house and there he was in the corner of the living room, doing whippets and sports betting. Like father, like son. I have a foster dog, Axel. He ate an ant trap the other day. Yeah, I was like Googling, like, is he gonna be okay? And then I thought to myself, well, if he dies, at least he'll have definitely found his forever home. A lot of dark souls laughed at that, and I like it. I'm not a bad person, guys. I promise. I fed the homeless in Paia the other day. I did. I fed all the homeless in Paia. And I will admit, it's not necessarily because I care about them. I'm just so fucking close to being one of them. I don't know. Be a good person, right? The world's ending. Global warming. Anyone scared of global warming out there? Couple smart people out there. I'm terrified of global warming. But I will say, I want influencer culture to end more than I do global warming. Yeah. Thank you. If we're gonna save this place, they can't be a part of it, right? They can't continue to live like this, right? Like we're all just living like this because we think it's almost over, right? We're all just being okay with all this. Well, it's about to end anyway. Fuck it. Oh, it's I think there should be a third option in court. There's innocent, guilty, and guilty, but that motherfucker deserved it. You know, like if you see a bully and you beat the shit out of the bully, yeah, you're guilty, but that motherfucker deserved it, you know? Like Luigi Mangione. Like he's definitely guilty, but that motherfucker deserved it, yeah. Like whoever killed Charlie Kirk, no, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, I don't condone violence. I just realized recently that I'm so disassociated because they said that the Charlie Kirk killing was an inside job. And I realized I don't even know who the fuck's inside anymore. Like, I feel like we're living in the upside down. No idea what's going on. I want to leave you guys with something that I come to this new thing I'm doing where every new year, I think us as a society, we need to come to an agreement on something. We argue about a lot of shit, but we should pick one thing that we should all just like agree on. So I'm going to propose that to you tonight. I'm going to say that we as a society in 2026, we should all agree that Jesus was black. Geographically speaking, Jesus was definitely black. All right, we're gonna agree to that. But I know some of you aren't gonna say it, but I know that I'm dividing the room right now a little bit. And I don't want to do that. I'm Jimbo. I'm a nice guy. I want to bring people together. So I want to do like a push-pull here, give, take. And I say, as long as we understand and agree that Jesus was black, we will also agree that Santa's for sure white. Like geographically speaking, right? There's no black people in Alaska. There's a little black people in Canada, but there's no black people in the North Pole, I promise, all right? To be fair, I think they got the better end of the deal. Although ours is technically still alive, okay? I do want to leave you with one positive thing. In the new year, we need more love, we need more accountability, and we need mimosas to be $5 again. My name is Jimbo. Thank you so much.
The most intense comic of 2025. What I really wanted to put wouldn't fit on there. It was the most seeking to find out what deep state is and then find out he is deep state comic. But it just doesn't fit on that single line. So most intense is gonna have to fit. All right, we're gonna move it right along. We got a few more left. Ladies and gentlemen, get up your next comic. Get up for Tony.
Evening, everybody. So I know we all have those great first up stories, right? First time you ride a bike, first time you go on a date. I'm gonna tell you guys about the first time I went to my first AAA baseball game. So I'm about 10 years old, probably 7 to 9 years old-ish, young, but enough to really know what's going on. And my dad comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, Aunt, I'm gonna take you to your first baseball game. We're gonna go to the New Haven Ravens. We're gonna take TJ next door, and we're gonna have a blast." And, you know, I'm a little kid, so I get all excited, and I start to look at him, and I'm like, "Hey, Dad, you know what's gonna be so exciting about all this?" He goes, "Yeah, you know, we're gonna go. There's gonna be a fantastic crowd. You get to enjoy your first delicious ballpark glizzy." And he sells me on the dream of bringing my glove because I just joined Little League to catch the game ball. So we get there. We're lining in, not too many people will come right away because, you know, it's a AAA baseball game. We're in the Yale Bowl, down in New Haven, you know, basic action. He didn't have the huge screaming crowds that he was telling me about, just, you know, basic average everyday people sitting there kind of complaining because the game is incredibly boring. Almost nobody scores and it goes into extra innings. It's that fucking boring, guys, right? So my encouragement to catch this dream-winning game ball died probably around the third inning when it was mainly just foul balls just flying over the stadium. Barely any action going on in the game. So my neighbor TJ, towards around 7th inning, goes, "Hey, you know, I know you really wanted to go get a game ball. Let's go look for one. All those foul balls across the stadium, maybe you can go find one, we can track down one of the players and you can get a signature." So I looked at my dad and I was like, "Hey Dad, can I go with TJ to go look for a ball?" He's like, yeah, just go overlook the parking lot. He goes, "But you know, there's the bars there, Aunt." He goes, "It's really dangerous to climb on them, so just kind of look through them. Don't stand on them, don't play on them, just be safe." So I go on up and I'm looking, getting all discouraged. So then TJ goes, "You know, Aunt, it's time. Let's go back, sit down with your dad, see the rest of the game." I'm looking through these bars. Sure as shit, my head went right through them. I'm stuck in these little green bars, and I have no idea what the fuck to do. I start bawling and crying like I had just lost my arm, right? So the game is incredibly boring, but now we have a full circle gathering around, watching me trying to get my head out of these bars, guys. Security comes flying from all angles. Guys, like 3 guys, Chino size, trying to yank and pull me out of these bars. And it's like they're playing Operation, guys. I'm screaming, "Daddy, help me!" And these guys, every string and puzzle, and it really didn't hurt, guys. I was just freaking the fuck out that I had my head stuck. But it felt like I was screaming bloody murder, like I was about to die in the moment. So meanwhile, TJ runs back to my dad. He taps him on the shoulder. He goes, "Mr. Parati, we got a problem." He goes, "TJ, what's the problem?" He goes, "Well, Anthony's head's stuck." He goes, "What you mean Anthony's head's stuck?" He goes, "We were looking for that ball. His head went through the bars. Now there's security guards trying to yank him out the thing." So my dad springs into action. Like Superman, breaks through the crowd. He runs up the stairs, as TJ said, and he broke through the crowd. He goes, "What the fuck are you people doing to my son?" They're like, sir, calm down. Your kid got his head stuck. We're thinking about having to cut the bars." When they told me I had to cut the bars, I was screaming more than I have ever in my life. I thought they were gonna cut me apart to get me out of these bars, guys. All right? So my dad goes, hold on, wait a sec. If his head fits so perfectly in there, it's gotta come out. So he folds my ears back and he pulls my head out, and my head successfully comes out the bars. So then comes the manager of the stadium. He walks up to me and he goes, Hey guys, what can I do for you so you guys basically don't sue the living fuck out of us right now? So he takes me into the gift shop like it's Christmas. I get anything I want. You know what the first thing I grab, guys? A baseball, because I wanted that fucking game ball. I worked hard for it. I put my head behind bars. I screamed bloody murder. I challenged the world on that one. They gave me that, a couple pens and everything, and they actually let the whole team sign my ball. So needless to say, guys, if you go to a baseball game and you want to get the game ball, you don't have to catch it. You can just get your head stuck in a set of bars. Cry bloody murder.
Give it up for Tony! Oh, Tony, here. You're most likely to break out into dance. That's something I know about you personally. Also, that ball is one per customer. Remember that. They only save one kid's head per game. All right. We got Dan, you're going to be, and then we got Dove bringing us home. So we got 2 little acts left. Ladies and gentlemen, this next comedian was our videographer for a long time and unfortunately had to switch his work shifts. We're happy to see him at the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Dan Stevie.
All right, as always, let's keep it going for Chino. We're about to end this show. Oh, fuck, I am happy to be back on the stage. I took too much time off. I missed a portion of this room. I did. I don't know the rest of you. How many people are visiting from out of town? All right, how many people that suck are visiting from out of town? Yeah. At least you're honest about it. Tourism is a tough thing on this island. I went back, I jumped with both feet back into the tourist game, so I'm filled with venom. Like really, tourism on this island is like dating an abusive, nymphomaniac. Like we love it. Like she might be going down on us. We're like, oh my God, this is awesome. And then she punches us in the gut. And you keep sticking there, you're like, oh, I love you, but I don't. I wish I could stop, we need you. That's tourism here. Yeah, that was my PSA. Don't suck if you're here, and if you suck, stay the fuck out. Believe money, because we're fucking poor. Oh God. Greg the Dread was talking about surrogates, and it just made me thinking about my favorite job that I've ever had. I was a sperm donor, right? Best job I ever had. I was good. I even practiced in my off time. Right? But then I was thinking about it, I was like, oh fuck, that's actually child trafficking. So it was my best and worst job I've ever done. And then just thinking about, when Greg was talking about it, I was like, okay, we're probably at the point of rich eccentricities that there is somebody out there that has merged their surrogate with a sperm donor and just have a kid. They're like, I kind of 3D printed it. Technology's getting pretty advanced. Wow, minute already, all right. Oh, that's all good, no worries. Anybody else been microdosing? I do cocaine, what do you guys do? All right, I'm just checking. I'm not sure the difference between a microdose and multiple microdoses. If I do a little bit, a lot, still a little bit. Math. Yeah, it's tough. But I really do miss you. Do it. We love you. All right, I'm Dan Stevie. That's my time.
You're a comedy dad. Give it up for 2025's Comedy Dad. That's Dan Stevie, ladies and gentlemen. He's our comedy daddy. All right, we're going to be bringing it home with Mr. Dove. Is going to be bringing it home. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let's see, audience member of the night. I wanted to be Croc Guy over here. Is there any other? He showed us his feet. That's normally restrained for special occasions. Dove, you ready? I'll figure out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Dove!
Hi, I mentioned this last week. How many people were here last week? One. Oh, good. So I was washing my car this morning with a hose and I wet my pants. I was really embarrassed. And speaking of wetting pants, how many people know that they're building a affordable housing unit in Honolulu for seniors with urinary incontinence? Nobody. It's called the Homes at Leaky Peepee. Yeah. And I heard some news today that the rental market is slowing down. This one reporter referred to it as rental retardation, but it's kind of it's demographically incorrect. So, in case you would want to know. Usually I have a larger stool because I've got to get the microphone closer to the guitar. But that's not happening. I'll have to raise it. Any birthdays here? You thought that was easy to do, right? No birthdays, huh? Well, if you're having a birthday and you're not having a good time, yet you still want the birthday song.
My birthday's coming up. Please sing me a song, guys.
Okay, I'll sing you a song, but it's not for a happy birthday. It's in a minor key.
That's right. So much.
Oh, this guitar is way out of tune. I was starting to change the strings and I only got 1.5 of them. Okay, here you go. Crappy birthday, boo-hoo. It's a minor key in case you were not musicians. Crappy birthday, boo-hoo. Crappy birthday, I'm so sad. Crappy birthday, boo. Thank you. You can cry now. How am I doing on time here, Chino? Did I get your name wrong? Okay, I got 1 more minute. I'm not sure what I can do in 1 more minute, but sometimes when I get in this position, I do a countdown. We should probably be about 45 now. You ready? You want to do a countdown with me? No? You want to come up and sing a countdown? Willie, you want an encore? Do a countdown. We're about 30 now, so you do it with me. It'll be fun. Right? 29. Thank you. I couldn't think of the next one. 27. It must be a 29. 19. Oh, getting 14. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Thank you, Chino.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you, Doug. Doug.
You're my favorite, Doug.
Doug. It's Doug. Oh, an allusion to Greg Wilson's joke. Most likely to be mistaken for Old Man Winter. You remember that? Thank you, Doug. And to award the Willie Simon Award of Acknowledgement and Intrigue. Because there's no parameters. Do you want me to? Go ahead, Willie Simon.
This year's Willie Simon Award of Recognition and Intrigue. It's gonna be Ivan, guys. Come on! It's a big honor for him. Give it up.
He has no idea why he's won it, and neither do you. But I know, and Willie knows, but nobody else knows. And next year, it might be you. Why? Who knows? We'll see you next year for the next year's awards. We'll see you next year for the next mic, next Monday. We'll be back. If you had a good time, tell your friends. If you didn't, shut your fucking mouth. We don't need rumors. It's a small island. Love you guys. Get home safe. Bye. Shoot. And simulation.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
We did it.